Hedonic pricing method presented by group form. The hedonic pricing method or HPM estimate the value of a good or service by analyzing the price impact of each individual attribute. HPM commonly applied in real estate and environmental economics. HPM conceptual basis good as a bundle of attributes and price differences arise due to variation of attribution. Example, house price depends on size, location, proximity to amenities. Second, car price influenced by fuel efficient and safety features. Step in HPM. First, data collection. Gather market data on prices and attributes. Second, model specification. Define the price function as a function of attributes. Third one is regression analysis. Use statistical techniques to estimate the contribution of each attribute to price. Lastly, interpret result. Derive the implicit value of attributes from the model coefficients. Application of HPM in real estate, valuing the impact of location, environmental quality, or proximity to services on property prices. Second, environmental economics, measuring the economic value of clean air, reduce noise pollution, or access to park.
Moving on to the importance of hedonic pricing method in environment. Understanding residential preferences. This method reflects consumer preferences for environmental attributes through property price variations. Hedonic pricing method also allows the monetary valuation of non-market benefits such as scenic views, recreational opportunities, and ecological services which are not directly traded in the market. Next, HPM support for urban and coastal planning. For example, proximity to waterfronts was linked to significant increases in property values, justifying investments in their preservation and accessibility. The study revealed, for instance, that bays were highly valued compared to bayers which were seen as less desirable due to potential disamenities like marshy terrain. The method is especially useful in urban and suburban areas where land use conflicts arise between development and preservation. The document also highlights opportunities for expanding HPM applications to include total economic values. It suggests integrating hedonic pricing method with geographic models to capture spatial variations and preferences more comprehensively.
Its strengths include the ability to isolate value of individual attributes. It quantifies how specific factors, for example location, size, or features in real estate, contribute to the overall price. This allows for nuanced understanding of consumer preferences. The second one is flexibility across different markets. The method can be applied to various markets such as housing, consumer electronics, or environmental goods, as long as the market is competitive and attribute data is available. The third one is reveals implicit prices. It uncovers the implicit price or value consumers assign to non-market goods, for example, scenic views, low pollution levels, or proximity to amenities. The fourth one is empirical foundation. Ethnic pricing is based on observed market data rather than hypothetical scenarios, which makes its results more grounded in actual consumer behavior. The fifth one is useful for policy analysis. Governments and policymakers use it to evaluate the economic impact of environmental or urban changes, such as the effects of air quality improvements or zoning regulations. The sixth one is customization. The model can be tailored to different situations, incorporating now numerous variables to reflect the unique characteristics of a specific market or product. The last one is adaptability to technological advances. The increasing availability of large data sets and advanced statistics. Its strengths include
So for the weakness of the hedonic pricing method, firstly, it requires a complex model to execute it. Next, it only focus on capturing consumer willingness to pay based on the perception. Other than that, it does not always incorporate external factors or regulations such as tax and interest rate. It also requires an extensive data collection, a process that can be costly and time-consuming. Lastly, it is also limited when pricing goods without a clear market value, making it less suitable in certain scenarios.
Now, we will continue on the past application for hedonic price. The title of case study 1 is Role of Green Infrastructure in Determining House Value in Labuan using hedonic pricing. Have you ever wondered why houses near parks or gardens are often more expensive? Have you ever wondered why houses near parks or gardens are often more expensive? This case study, it will focus on Labuan Botanical Garden in Malaysia to uncover a fascinating relationship between how green spaces like parks and botanical gardens impact the price of nearby homes. Hedonic pricing method effectively measures how green infrastructure elements contribute to housing prices by capturing the residents' willingness to pay for proximity to these features. Properties closer to the Labuan Botanical Garden or with access to green amenities show a significant increase in value. The study uses hedonic pricing method to advocate for integrating green spaces into urban planning as a strategy for sustainable development and environmental conservation. Case study number 2 is economic valuation of Bukit Kiara Federal Park using the hedonic pricing approach. What if the clean air you breathe or the peaceful view from your window had a real price? How much would you pay to improve the environment around you? So today, we'll explore the economic valuation of Bukit Kiara Federal Park using the hedonic pricing method. This innovative approach links environment attributes with their economic impacts, helping us understand the true value of urban green spaces beyond their visual appeal. What if the clean air you breathe or the peaceful view from your window had a real price? How much would you pay? This case study is to quantify the monetary value of environmental attributes by analyzing how these attributes influence property prices. This study analyzed 599 residential properties near Bukit Kiara Federal Park using a regression model. Reducing the distance to the park by 100 meters increases property prices between 1,800 ringgit and 54,000 depending on house type and value. On average, residents demonstrate a willingness to pay a premium for properties closer to the park. The monetary findings highlight how the hedonic pricing method supports. The first one is urban planning, second one is environmental policy, and the third one is community engagement. The results underline the park's significance as a financial and ecological asset. Incorporating this insight into urban planning can ensure consistent funding for maintenance while also promoting sustainable development that benefits both residents and the environment. Case study number 3 is willingness to pay for conservation of mangrove forests in Kuala Perlis, Malaysia. Would you pay a small amount each year to help protect mangrove and the benefits they provide? This case study will demonstrate how mangroves provide significant economic value through their impact on real estate, tourism, climate protection, and recreational activity. First, let's look at real estate value. Properties near mangroves often sell for higher prices. Why? They offer scenic views, cleaner air, and protection from floods. For example, in Kuala Perlis, Malaysia, people are willing to pay for RM18.31 annually to conserve mangroves. Next, tourism development. Healthy mangroves attract visitors for activities like bird watching and kayaking. Hedonic pricing reveals how proximity to such ecosystem increases demand for tourism services. Mangroves also combat climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide and shielding coastlines from storms. Their presence reduces flood risk, saving millions in damages, and another value reflected in property prices. Finally, they offer recreational value. From fishing to photography, people value these experiences and are willing to pay for them. This highlights the cultural and economic importance of conserving mangroves.
Case study number 4 is environmental contamination and industrial real estate market. An application of hedonic price method in Italy. The purpose of this is to analyze how factors like property size, age, location, and environmental remediation influence the prices of industrial and commercial properties. For the application that has been used is real estate impact analysis, which is for evaluates how contamination and remediation influence property values. Next is environmental remediation, which is quantifies the benefits of cleaning up contaminated sites on local property markets and spatial dependencies to examine how neighboring property values interact. Case study number 5 is socioeconomic and spatial characteristics of Wielkopolski National Park, application of the hedonic pricing method. The main purpose of this case study is to understand how the distance to a legally protected area, like Wielkopolski National Park, influences housing prices. This approach highlights how natural assets contribute to property values and helps in their monetary valuation. What about the applications of this study? Urban planning plays a crucial role in shaping cities and ensuring sustainable growth. By understanding the economic value of proximity to protected areas, policymakers can make informed decisions about land use and conservation efforts. For real estate developers, these insights are invaluable. They help assess the economic benefits of building near natural spaces, providing opportunities to create projects that are not only profitable but also environmentally conscious. From an environmental policy perspective, the data strengthens the case for maintaining and expanding protected natural areas. It highlights their significant impact on boosting property markets. Case study number 6 is, does clean air matter in developing countries' megacities? A hedonic price analysis of the Jakarta housing market, Indonesia. The main purpose is to determine if Jakarta residents value clean air by examining the relationship between air quality and housing rental prices. This provides insights into the willingness to pay for improved air quality in a developing country's megacity. For policy development is first up, clean air. It's not just about better health, it also raises property values. This gives policymakers a strong reason to prioritize improving air quality, benefiting everyone. Second is urban planning. Imagine being able to decide if building a park or cleaning up an industrial site is worth it. This method helps planners measure the costs and benefits, leading to smarter urban development. And last is real estate valuation. And here's where it gets interesting. Environmental quality is now a key part of property appraisals. That means buyers and sellers recognize the value of cleaner, greener surroundings.
For case study 7, Gerard and Willis' application of the hedonic pricing method highlight the economic value of natural and environmental attributes. Their work show how proximity to forest, open space, and scenic landscape increase property values, emphasizing the importance of preserving these features. It also revealed the cost disparities like air pollution and noise, which negatively impact housing price, supporting policies for environmental improvement. The study extends to valuing clean water bodies and biodiversities, showing their role in enhancing property desirability and supporting sustainable land use and conservation efforts. Study 8. The Vinance study using HPM showed that urban forests boost property values, highlighting their importance in sustainable planning. It quantifies ecosystem services like temperature regulation and biodiversity, support green infrastructure policies, and emphasize cultural, recreational, and climate benefits. The research advocates balancing urban development with conserving green space for maximum societal benefit. For case 39, the study on Wilkopolski National Park shows how proximity to protect areas boosts property values, highlighting the economic benefits of parks, ecosystem service, and tourism. It supports conservation policies, local economic growth, and balanced land use planning while guiding zones to protect natural landscape. Case study 10. The integration of soft GIS with HPM shows how subjective perception of green space quality influence property values. It highlights the importance of public input, green space quality, and ecosystem service like cooling and noise reduction, while supporting investment in green infrastructure and policies to address these amenities like noise and pollution.